So welcome you back again from that short break. You're still watching Healthy Morning right here on HSTV. And now away from the politics, away from the sports, we're here to bring you some health. And yes, still on the Stay Alive segment, we have another great person here with us. She's a beautician and she goes by the name Mrs. Faustina Abini. So she is the president of the Face-to-Face Beauty Clinic and College. And we're here to talk about, how we can take beauty beyond measures, how we can take care of ourselves. Now, when we talk beauty, it's not only about the skin, it's not only about the face, but then our hair, everything comprises how we can look good day in and day out. First impressions count, as they say. So yes, your skin is going to speak for you. So as we have Mrs. Faustina here in the studios with us, we need to know what we can do to ensure that our beauty is enhanced day in and day out, so we can look good, not only to the women, but to the men as well. Yeah, it is important. Good morning, Mrs. Faustina.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm great. Yourself?
I'm okay, by God's grace. Once again, I have another great person here with me.
Yeah.
So of course, we're always excited to learn more.
Yeah.
So before we move into beauty and how we can enhance our beauty, first of all, just tell us about yourself and beauty and all of that. Who is Mrs. Faustina?
Okay, Mrs. Faustina Abini. It's a CEO, a mother, a wife, and the principal for Face-to-Face Beauty College.
Okay.
Yes, located at Domi Pillar 2. We do everything. It's like a one-stop shop. Yes, we do everything health and beauty. Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Interesting. You're a mother of?
Yes.
How many?
One beautiful queen.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see her. I'm sure she resembles you.
Yes, if you come to the program, you get to meet her.
Oh, okay. Yes. Interesting.
Yes.
So now let's move straight into what we're talking about. First of all, when we say beauty, why should me as a lady or a man out there be concerned about how he looks, how his hair looks, how his skin looks? Why should we be concerned about it?
It's very, very important because in the first place, the Bible talks about keeping ourselves holy because our bodies are the temple of God. God has made us in his own image. The best we can do is to keep it clean. And then cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. So you wouldn't be doing anything bad by taking very good care of yourself. And as far as your health is also on the line, you need to take very, very good care of yourself. Yes, it's very, very necessary.
Okay.
Yes, please.
These days we have the weather is not really predictable. We have the rains coming in. You don't know if it is in the dry season, if it is going to be sunny today and all of that. So tell me, how would you say the weather is going to affect how one's skin looks from the outside? Because hey, with all these unpredictable weather conditions, I'm sure it can affect how you look. So tell us how that is going to affect how
no
one looks.
matter the weather, it has an impact on the skin. If we are taking the winter or the rainy season, for example, your skin looks very taut, your pores are closed. When you do makeup, for example, it stays on the whole day.
The whole day.
Because you are not in the sun. Yes. When the weather is hot, the opposite. When you have makeup on, for example, it just melts off. If you are the type that you sweat more and your skin is oily and shiny all the time, the hot sun will give you away so easily. So no matter the weather situation, we need to take very good care of our skin. It's very, very important. Most people would say that, oh, my skin is oily. If even I don't apply anything, it still comes up with oil. But then those are the people that they need to still take care of themselves. Because see, if you are in the raining season and your skin looks very fresh, if even you are using products that will kind of bleach you in a bit, you can get away in the raining season because no UV rays is affecting you because you are using all your harsh product on your skin. But the moment it fades off and we enter into another climate, you see that your skin is really giving you away this time. So taking care of the skin, no matter the weather conditions, is very, very key. Yes.
Okay.
It's very, very
and then in your submission, you mentioned some people will say, hey, I have oily skin and all of that. So I'm aware that we all have different types of skin.
Exactly.
And so first of all, tell us the skin types we have and how should I be able to know that I'm this type?
Well, they are. I'll talk about the four main basic skin type because in our African, you get to meet those skin types more. We have the oily, dry combination, and the normal. The dry, as the name implies, is mostly dry. it doesn't have much moisture. The pores are close. Those people don't tend to sweat a lot. If they will sweat, they will sweat on their T-zone. The T-zone is the forehead, and then the nose area. So those are the dry. They tend to get wrinkles fast, even if they are less in age. Yes, and the dry skin people, if you don't get the right product to use, you either get your skin in a worse state than in a good state. You talk about the normal skin. The normal, as the name goes, is normal. It's neither dry, it's neither oily. So we mostly will say it's balanced. So you see that normal skin type don't tend to have any blemishes. They can get away with anything. When you do makeup and you don't take it off and you go to bed, you wake up, you are going. Whether it is dry season, rainy season, normal skin person is always good to go. Combination skin, the name says it all.
Oily and dry.
Parts of the skin, mostly the T-zone is always oily. The cheek sides are always dry. So you get the advantages of an oily skin on the T-zone area of a combination skin. Then you get the attributes of a dry skin on the cheek side. So you see those type of people, they break out a lot on their T-zone area, slightly above the cheek areas. And then come to the almighty oily skin. They are always greasy, shiny, with breaking out in spots, very, very sensitive sometimes. They're always having acne, all the types of acne. And we liken most of the acne with, we will say pimple. Let me generalize it so that they will understand. So they will say, I have acne or I have pimples. There are various types of that. But oily skin gets all that.
Wow.
Yes, but for me, I always say that if you have oily skin, it's very good because you have a very long way to go. And when you mature in age, oily skin can now support you then because your skin is very taut. It's very, very much in oil without you even doing anything to it. So those are the basic skin types. And how you can identify. Oily skin always is greasy and shiny. If even you've not applied anything. If you have spots on your face and you're always picking pain with the pimples coming and all that, it means you have oily skin. Combination skin, if you find your spots in mostly around your nose, slightly above here, slightly on the upper side of your cheeks, and a bit on your forehead, your skin is combination. If you find that these sides are mostly dry, then you are falling into the combination. Normal, you are neither here nor there. So you seldomly have issues when you have a normal skin. Then combination is part of the face becomes oily, parts become dry. Yeah, so these are how you can get to know quickly that I'm an oily skin person. So when you cleanse your face or you wash your face, you don't apply any pomade if you want to check your skin type. If you are the oily type, give yourself some few minutes, you will see that, oh, okay, it's coming up. If you are the dry type, your skin will look very dry and cracky. Then you can know that, okay, if I don't apply pomade, my skin doesn't look good, then you know where you fall in.
And then, you know, there's something I've been curious about for a while now. So you stated that when these people get the pimples, that's when they start, you know, picking it and all of that. I'm curious, as someone, you know, into skin, would you say that is the right way to treat, you know, acne or pimples? You know, busting it and all of that?
It's never,
a lot of people,
it's never the right way. Because one, I always look at the health side of everything. And that's maybe we will talk about that later. That's the beauty beyond boundaries for me. So coming back to what you just asked, one, your hands probably, I don't want to go blunt by saying it's dirty, but then it's contaminated, and you might be walking anywhere, touching things that you don't even know, touching surfaces, shaking hands with people. Then you feel like you have a spot somewhere, then you begin to press it. So that goes inside the pores, because the moment you crack or break the pore, something comes out. Whether it is water that oozes out, or whether it is blood spot that oozes out, something have come out. Now, when it comes out, what have closed you've not closed the place back, so there's kind of a hole inside there, and if there's a hole anywhere, anything can enter. So if you do a hairstyle that falls on your face, you spray it with sheen and all that, the oil sheen can enter the pores. If your skin is not the type that can handle any situation, you kind of start to break out. And these are the languages that the skin, a way the skin speaks to us individually all the time. Okay. But we don't tend to listen to the skin when there's a breakout. See, when you are about to have your period, most of the ladies, you tend to break out. Some are able to say that when I see a spot here and it's 2, it means my time is up. Okay. When you are ovulating, you kind of, the skin will react. If you're on medication, your skin will react. If you are doing a particular hairstyle for a long time, watch where you break out. Your skin will react. So breaking spot with your hand is not the right thing. Always get to the professional. Get your skin cleansed, because you need to wash your hands. We've been talking about washing your hands. At least wash your face. Get the pores to be ready to be busted. Then you can bust it. And then also, if your pore or your spot is not ripe, you don't press it.
How would you be able to tell if it is ripe?
When we talk about ripe, I mean, let's say unripe mango. Okay. When you bite into an unripe mango, the water that comes out looks whitish around, and the taste is not good. When you get a ripe mango, it even calls for you to come in. So the moment you just bust it, the water oozes out. So that's a practical example. So when your spot is ready and it's ripe, you see the white pass on the surface. You just do a little bit with tissue and it's out. That one, when it comes out, it gets healed. So you don't get pigment. When I say pigment, you don't get black spot all over your face, because your spot is ripe and you picked it out. If even you did it yourself. But if it's not ripe and you get that dry water coming, it dries on top, you pick. So it leaves you the pigment around your face. So it's a whole lot. Okay. Yes.
Okay, interesting. So first of all, take us through, the daily routine, the daily skincare routine you say one person should keep doing every day to keep the skin cleansed.
Wash your face. That's step 1. Wash your face, splash water on your face, and then cleanse it. Mostly we use soaps. Soaps doesn't take off all the residue of the products we put on our face, makeup, mascaras, eyeshadows, and all that. It doesn't. It only gives you that squeaky clean feel that you've cleaned your face. And that's what, unfortunately, most people would want to see, that I've really cleansed my face and it is looking squeaky clean. It hasn't gone anywhere. Mostly it's just on the surface.
Okay.
So cleanse your face with the right product. Then when you cleanse it, you feel that you've cleansed it. All your facial hairs will be raised. You feel some kind of movement. And then when you are done, and you want to apply, so step 1, cleanse your face. Step 2, if you are not the toner type, I always advise ice water. Ice water we can always get from our fridge. So it's a natural thing. Just get ice water, splash it on your face, and then you feel that your skin will tell you that I'm feeling very good. Then you can apply. Step 3, apply your moisturizer. The moisturizer, mostly we have facial moisturizers, facial creams, facial bars that you can apply on the face, and then you apply your body cream on your body.
Okay, interesting. But then you say that we should cleanse our face with the right products. How should a light-skinned person be able to detect that this product is right for me, and a dark-skinned person also be able to detect that?
So there's a range out there for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yes. If you are using a product that is too harsh for you, the easiest way that you can find out is your knuckles. Because your knuckles will kind of give you away, because the hard skin around your knuckles will look different. In between your phalanges will look different. So you know that this cream is harsh for me and it's causing problem to my skin. And then if you are fair, you know that right from the time you grew up, if it's hereditary, then it's like we are fair. So the product that you've been using, if it's working for you, is good. We also have people who are fair, but then they want to kind of make it more tone. They will say tone, but then toning is just a nice way of talking about bleaching. You know, bleaching, when you say you are bleaching,
it raises
you
a lot
kind
of
you might cause somebody mental or emotional torture. So you just say tone to make it sound nice, but it's the same meaning. So tone it down, and they do it wrongly. Okay. Get the right dermatologist, visit a center, a professionals. Let them give you a skin test, a quick skin test, skin analysis, and they know that you are this skin type. Now, a lot of products have come that we are able to know that this skin type goes with this product. So it makes it easy. Don't sit at home and do DIY that we've been doing all the time. Make sure your do-it-yourself is always on point.
Okay. Yeah. So let's say we're home. Are there any natural ingredients that one can take to enhance the beauty of his or her skin?
A lot.
A lot.
Yes. Okay. Starting from milk.
Okay.
And you know milk, we have different. I have peak milk, other milks. Per their cholesterol depends on how lightweight they are or how heavier they are. So if I can use 2 milk quickly, can I use an example of 2 milk?
Okay,
so we're talking about probably Ideal milk, and then we're talking about, let's say, Carnation. Carnation is very lightweight, and then Ideal, the blue labeled one, is kind of full of cholesterol.
Okay.
So you can use that as a cleanser. If you're an oily skin person, we always recommend lightweight product. That is the lotions, because you don't want to use shea butter if your skin is still oily. So you have to balance what you use for what. Yes, and then we have the tomatoes in the house. You can also use the aloe vera. You can use that yogurt, the raw yogurt, the unsweetened one. You can also use that as cleansers. These are all cleansers I'm talking about. And if you want to go beyond it, turmeric is there, cinnamon is there, apple is there. There's a lot of things that we can use. Yes.
Okay. Now, moving away from the skin, I want us to talk about hair. You know, when it comes to how one takes care of his or her hair, we have a lot of people having hair loss and all of that at such young ages, and then they are breaking out already. So, first of all, tell me, how would you advise one to wash his or her hair, or does it have to depend on the type of hair that you have?
I always recommend twice a week.
Okay.
Mostly, because we're still talking about health. You know, it's not all about going to the salon and going to wash your hair. For most people, they think just go and wash your hair and it's a routine. I have a big event coming, I'm going to wash my hair. Apart from that, they won't wash their hair. No, because when you wash your hair, there's a lot of benefits. Your scalp gets a lot of relief. Your self-confidence is boosted up. You feel good yourself. You get rid of maybe formation of dandruff and all those things. You don't tend to be itching your hair anytime you are in the public, because you frequently get your hair washed. So twice a week is very, very good. No matter if your hair is very light, unless you have alopecia. Alopecia is a hair that recedes from one bacterial disease or the other. Then get to the right dermatologist or the right hair treatment person. You know, hairstylists are a lot now. Most people have specialized in, we have people who have specialized in every area, people who have specialized in specific area. So get to the right place, get your hair, if your hair is like this. And then we also change stylists too much. It's also one of the serious factors that causes hair loss. Because if you are with me, for example, for 1 year consistently, you can put the blame on me if you're having any problem. But if you go to A, B, C, if you don't find me, then you go to D, you go run and run and run within a month. You can't blame me that I'm the cause. If I use a product for you and that product is working for you, then you go to the next person, they don't have. They'll definitely use what they have. And you kind of bring back the work that the other product was using. Then new product, it conflicts. Yeah, you even get products fighting
each other
in the skin, on your scalp, on your nails, on everywhere. That I was here before you came. So I am the boss here and all that. They try to find a way and settle in. And all these ones show on your skin in one way or the other. And we don't understand it. So we end up going to places trying to, and then we don't have patience to see product is working for me. How long would I use this product? You just went to buy this one. You just went to buy, use it. take your time, have patience, let the product settle in the skin, because the skin, as we see, is a lot of layers going on here.
Yeah. Okay.
Before you can even get to see the blood side and everything, there are about 5 layers that we are talking about. So you talk about epidermis, you talk about the other layers before the dermis. So before the cream will get to where it gets the glands that would, the melanin, the cells that produce color. For you see, God is very wonderful, very wonderful. And I say it all the time that he's packaged everything already. We don't need to stress.
Yeah.
Just do the right. He said, just take care of it. So he's done everything. There are cells that gives color to the skin, whether you apply cream or not. Cells are there giving you melanin, making sure that your skin, this is your color you came from.
Yeah.
So they will give you everything that you need. All you need is just accelerate it, and you are good to go. Yes.
But there's the point where people have now resorted to using
so many products. A lot, and it's not even funny.
Yeah, it's not.
A lot.
So talking about hair loss, so as you stated that, you know, the daily changing of one hairstylist is causing your receding hair. What else causes that, and what can we do to, you know, prevent all of these hair losses?
Too much braids.
Braids.
Yes.
Okay.
Braiding or having a wig cap or having a weave on is kind of a protective hairstyle.
Okay.
So protective hairstyle is to give a break to something. We are talking about hair, to give a break to your hair.
Okay.
So if you are the type that fidget a lot with your hair, you've been doing it for a long time. Once in a while, just give it a break. Then you look for a protective hairstyle that will cause your hair, I mean your natural hair, to be at place for some time. When we work, we get tired, we go on holidays, we go on break, we go on vacations. Why do you do that? Because you want to rest.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you say it like that, they think that you've taken everything too personal. Yes, but it's not about that. But I want to see my client getting results, their money's worth. So if you pay money that you want to have your hair shouldn't break in my hands.
Yeah.
You should get results. So too much braids. And braiding is another huge topic that you'll be surprised, because yes, there are types of braids. If you have a hair that is very the hair too, we have types. We have the normal, we have the coarse, we have the medium, and then we have, so just as the skin type, we have oily that is heavier and all that. The hair too, we have textures. So some people's hair are very normal and thin, natural, hereditarily, that is their hair. So if your hair is that type, you want to nurture it. If you have a baby, you take your time and nurture the baby to grow. That is how come natural growth started coming in, because of all these. And then we are starting to spoil the natural too with all these products. So too much braids. And if I say too much braids, I want to lay emphasis on tight braids.
Oh, okay.
And then too much edge. Young ladies now, you see their hair receding at the front, and it's not even funny. They can't do pony, they can't do a lot of things because they do their hair too tight.
Okay.
And the tighter your braids, you keep it on for a long time. And when they lose it and you comb it and it's falling off, they don't understand. Because every day when you comb your hair, about 300 and something strands, you see it in your comb.
Yeah, definitely.
It's normal. So if you don't braid for 1 month, you haven't combed your hair for 1 month. So when you get your hair undone, definitely you are washing, you are styling, you are tying and all that, and it gets to break. And when your hair is tight too, you see that for the first week, you kind of see the pulling out on most of the,
you can even see some
balls on it. So is your hair coming out from the roots?
I see.
So will it grow back? It depends on the texture of your hair.
Okay.
If it doesn't grow back, it depends on the texture of your hair, or probably it's done too tightly. So loose braids as protective hairstyle is good.
It's good.
Cornrows and rocking a wig for once in a while is a protective hairstyle. But these times too, the wig have kind of come to, most ladies, we don't care anymore. A lady will not take off his cap freely in public because what is under is not good.
Yeah.
Why should it be so? Yes, because sorry, they didn't take care of what is under before putting. The wig cap is supposed to protect your hair and let your hair rest. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So moving away from that, after, you know, one has had this hair loss and all of that, is there a way that you can bring back the hair growth? Or are there particular ingredients you should be taking in to ensure that your hair is back?
Yeah, there's a lot of treatment that one needs to be patient to undergo. One, visit a dermatologist, get your skin tested. Let's know the root cause of what is causing your loss. If you're on medication, definitely contractions to medications mostly will make your hair to lose some hair. If we know you're on medications, then we know that, oh, okay, it's contraction. Then after, when you are done, probably it will come back. So all these things, getting it right from the start, will let a specialist or a professional know that, oh, okay, this is the cause. Some people, even emotional stress, I would say broken heart, like emotional, it's correct, right? Emotional stress, yes, can even cause someone to have a hair loss. Yes, so if you kind of do a consultation for such a person, you want the person to get up from that mood and begin to realize that things are not the way it seems they are. Then things start to fall. When you are doing treatment for that and you don't do those ones, the treatment won't be accelerated. But the moment you go through some things, then you see that, oh, okay, the treatment is really working because the person is receptive, emotionally, physically, mentally. Then what we do outside can work. It's just like we say, what you eat is how we see your skin. So if you don't put in the right stuff, what we see outside will give you away.
Okay, interesting. And now let's move straight into how we can take care of our nails. So we have a lot of people out there, you know, we have problems. Some people bite their nails and all of that. And I know definitely these might have effects. So first of all, just tell us how we can take care of our nails to keep them healthy and strong, and what we should see to see that my nails are not really being healthy.
Right, let me just go a bit. One, don't let us wait for big occasions before we go and say you're going to have a manicure, we're going to have a pedicure. Manicure is taking care of your hands, pedicure is taking care of your feet. And in health-wise, it's necessary that we do that. The nails, as you see them like that, have their own house. Just as you wake up in the morning, you sleep in your room. You wake up, you enter the bathroom, you take your shower. You are in your a place that is your room. It is your abode that you can't easily open up for somebody. If you open your bedroom for somebody to enter, it means that you trust that person to enter. That's why our nails, they have a bed. We have a nail bed. We have the nail wall. We have the root. We have the growth area, the matrix, the cuticle. All these places are there for a reason. So you don't want to say that I'm waiting for all this while to have this program before I go and have my nails done. Because there are health benefits that goes on with it. You can do a manicure and trust me, you are just accelerating nail growth. You can do a pedicure and you are removing a lot of dead skin cells from your skin. You get rejuvenated because at that time, it's a treatment. Treatment is not get a vacation and go and sit at Aqua Safari and then get all that. You can have it in your home. Then you get rejuvenated. Your spirit is lighting up because you've taken those pressures off. Have frequent manicures, have frequent pedicures, and get your you know, during pedicures, I've realized most that now they don't do the full pedicure manicure. Most places now, they just get to a point and they leave the rest, probably because of how much you are paying. So a full pedicure comes with a mask and a scrub. So if it's not in your package and you go and they say tidy up, and you are missing a lot of things. You need to really enjoy a full pedicure, a full manicure, a full hair wash, and know what is in there for you. Yes. So we'll be wrapping up the segment right now, but then is there any last advice you'd have for people out there as to how they should take care of their skin, their hair, and everything else? Yes, there's a lot. Don't let us lazy around, sorry to say, but rather take very good care of ourselves because it's very, very important. It is your body. Your body goes everywhere with you. If you break down now due to accumulation of dead skin cells and you enter a shop, all they can do is to take the trimmer and cut everything off.
Yeah.
Probably it's not everything they have to cut off. They are just supposed to cut off the hard skin that is lying on the nail plate, but not to scoop all the protective ones around it. So it's very, very good. And also we need to be able to find time for ourselves and always get a professional advice.
Okay.
It's very, very key.
Okay.
To get a professional advice. That for me is the beauty beyond boundaries.
Okay.
Because it's not limited. The kind of beauty that is not limited, but you find beauty in all the unusual places, personalities, where we come from, individuality.
Yeah.
And you can find it anywhere. And that for me is a key. So when you are learning how to do these things, you need to be passionate about it. Don't just do it because somebody is advising you to do it, or somebody is saying that go and do it, and you are doing it for the person. Yes.
Okay, interesting. So before we wrap up the show, I'm aware you have a program coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, so can you tell us more about that?
Yes. We have a face-to-face beauty college I've been in for a while.
Okay.
And due to lockdown and all those things, we went on a long break.
Sure.
And it's a joyous moment that now we have upgraded our style.
Okay.
Because it's always been a dream and a passion to get learners the environment that they need to be and learn professional way. So we've upgraded face-to-face college to the 21st century learning environment. Yes, I'm very proud. You have no idea. We have an IT lab for students who want to learn. We have a generic class. We have a full furniture hair classroom, makeup classroom, nail tech classroom. And all these things, we want our learners, past learners, to go and come back and see how their school is progressing. That enhances how they also, it will affect the way they also grow when they leave our place. So that's, we are doing a relaunch of face-to-face beauty college. Just come and see.
Okay. So can you give us the location so we can be
Dummy Pillar 2 and house number 17.
Okay.
And in addition to that, we're graduating some learners during the lockdown who were not able to wrap up because we went on a lockdown, and it affected us a lot.
Okay.
Because we had to struggle with online and when it was lifted, we had to struggle to get them back because most had moved to various places. But God is good. We are able to put all of them together.
Yeah.
And we've rounded them up, and we are so happy to graduate them alongside the relaunch. So you see, it's a full package.
It is a full package.
Yes, so we want to graduate them, bless them. Sometimes when you finish learning and you are not blessed to go, you can't do anything.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes. When Jesus raised Lazarus from the tomb, he didn't unwrap him. He just brought him out and said, loose him and let him go. So if you are out, you can be standing there in tight. But if you graduate and you are blessed and they let you go, the prospect is great.
Awesome.
Yes.
So before we wrap up, I'd like you to put out the contact information. Where can we find face-to-face? Online, or which number can you call on?
Yes. So you can reach us on 0246 627 818, 0244 590 190. Facebook, we are there, face-to-face beauty clinic and college. Instagram, face-to-face clinic. TikTok, face-to-face beauty college. So these are our handles. Yes. And then the location is at Dummy Pillar 2 this Saturday. We want to see everybody. Okay,
you will see everybody 14th.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So lovely viewers, this will be wrapping up the Stay Alive segment. However, we are not done with the show. James is also coming with another entertaining interview. Yes, so keep staying glued to your screens. We'll be right back after the short break.